just going to keep going with that. A lot of very good C hits coming out from Hakumen. And Bullet's going to say, I got some C moves too, and he says, no, my C moves are called counters. Counters have lots. That was a counter grab, actually. Let's even go for a counter destruction. He countered his burst, so he couldn't go for it. That was another counter burst. Hits the void. If now if anyone... no, it's gone already. That was boring. That was quick. Boring and quick. A lot of spacing coming out. Hakumen's like, I'm bored of this. It goes in really hard. No, like the void thing went out instantaneously. Bullet just did some damage and then backed off and did another drive, so she's got her game plan figured out. Hakumen just kind of likes to go back and forth. A lot of C moves coming out. There we go. Wall bounce coming out. A lot of damage happening. Bullet actually bursts out at the end of the combo instead of the beginning of it. Not really sure what happened there. Does a bunch of damage, has him in the corner, does another drive move. She has full 100% heat. Which really doesn't translate so much into anything else because she's going to take an air to the face. And that's going to be 2-0, drop the vase on Andrew Likes Dick Slang. Alright, so next up we're going to have somebody else playing this game at some point. No, it's not me. I'm much further in. Anyways, stop it. Danny, where's your phone? Drop the bass. Yeah, him. And next up we have Franz versus Kevin. Kevin, BatFlashes, Kevin? Kevin! Kevin! You're up. Yeah. It's BatFlashes versus Franz. Disco Milf. Anyways, yeah, there's two sticks over there, and there's another stick somewhere else, and a bunch of other sticks everywhere else. Yeah, there's one right there. You can borrow my stick. It's right there. You're gonna play versus him now. Versus Franz, who also plays Hakumen.
I don't want to play Hakumen then.
Play Ragna then.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Play a character.
Play Ragna. Be like Shoryuken.
Yeah, actually, he does have a Shoryuken.
Literally, just think Ryu.
Or you can play Azrael and just have fun.
Oh, or you can pick Azrael and just have fun. Alright, you see that person right there?
Alright, so we're going to have BatFlashes versus Disco Milf. This is going to be a very, new, I don't know how to put it. I don't think either of them have been playing for all that long.
What are you doing here, Breezy?
So we'll see how much actually gets done in this match. BatFlashes has played maybe 3 matches in the entirety of his lifetime. I think Disco Milf has played a bit more. So we'll see what the fuck happens here. Woo! Anyways, moving on. So yeah,
it's gonna be Hakumen versus Random, man.
It's gonna be Hakumen versus whoever the fuck BatFlashes picks. He doesn't pick Azrael because we told him to, and it's funny. Yeah, he's actually really easy to play. Just touch buttons. Press start. Yeah, it's every buttons. There you go. Let's pick Azrael. He's really fun to play. You don't need to do much.
Oh, there's also Kamina. Did you watch Girl Live?
Yeah.
Keep going up. Keep going. Have fun. And we now just found
Alright, so Azrael's going to be colored badly from some poor anime versus Hakumen. The White Void colored black.
The Black Void?
You like terrible anime.
I'll have you know that anime made another anime, and it's called Kill You, Kill.
Yeah, which is also a terrible anime. You
You
all like bad things. Anyways, moving on. So we're gonna have Curly's backseat happening, and I was gonna say, "Hey, look at me! I got buttons and shit. Time to play." all the buttons. So this goes to show you how hardcore of a character Azrael is to learn. He doesn't actually have to think; he just touches buttons and shit apparently happens. What are you gonna do? Ooh. So anyways, Hakumen's gonna try and get back the brand new Azrael, who basically doesn't have to care. He's just gonna randomly touch buttons and apparently deal a dickload of damage. Does actually deal a crap load of damage to the brand new Azrael, but Azrael's gonna say, "Hey, look at that! You got an arrow on you," and just kind of back off because he really doesn't know. Oh, counter comes out and no follow-up, except for the follow-up after he came out. American resets, whatever.
You got it. Only when you have 50. Remember that.
Alright, so Azrael gonna jump right into a blade because that's his favorite touch. A whiffed counter for no reason. I heard you like Blanca type dashes and shit. Going through pretty much everything here. Azrael trying to find his spacing to be in, actually, while Hakumen is just kind of jumping around randomly. Actually goes for the low, but gets grabbed out of it. Grabs are kind of fun, I guess. Goes for the back rub, though, instead of the forward grab, which actually leads to things. Goes for back C, holding, and yeah, buttons are being pressed very vigorously right now. We have full Magatama from Hakumen right now, and we have almost full heat from, is it full heat? Whatever. Full heat from, yeah! And we have basically full heat coming from Azrael, so this is pretty much anyone's game, not that he really knows combos. And then Hakumen's gonna touch buttons and things happen. Yeah. I like this character. Yeah, I like this character. So BatFlashes loses the first match, but continues his streak as whatever that character from that bad anime is, versus Disco Milf, who's also from a bad anime.
You know who my secret weapon is? Sunburn Sakura.
So we're gonna have Azrael versus Hakumen, and this time he's really colored black. And we're gonna have two air-to-airs, but nothing really coming from it. They only hit after they hit the ground. Big kick coming out, and then a counter. So yeah, a lot of air-to-air again. Still gets a grab, puts him in the corner. A lot of damage coming out because that's all Azrael really does is just put down damage and not really think about it at all. A lot of stuff happening. Gets the air counter. No follow-up though. Tries to put him in the corner, but Azrael's like, no, the corner is your home. They're all fighting for the corner at this point. Nothing's really coming from it. Hakumen has him in the corner now, and BatFlashes is not recovering. Press a button, damn it! Rapid cancels for pretty much nothing. Oh, overdrives, but doesn't get anything out of it. We're completely dead even in health right now. Whoever hits next wins, and it's going to be Hakumen. Bat touch buttons flashes is really having time here. Oh, hits him with his cape because why not? Gonna be a back C there in the air, so it doesn't actually do too much. He's just basically saying like, look at what I have on myself, and dashes backwards. A lot of not stuff happening at the moment. Does a quick two-part combination on Hakumen, and yeah. Third person for what? Yeah. Alright, so back to the commentating. Amina getting some damage, actually. I looked away for a second, and finally there's some damage on Hakumen. But Hakumen's putting it right back to him. Gets hit by the awkward-ass hitbox on that hilt. Yeah. Oh, getting in some big dicks here. Oh, put him in the corner. Oh, getting the grab on, put him back in the corner. Some combos happening, and then Hakumen's going to say, no, it's my turn. And that's going to be it. So BatFlashes goes 2-0 versus Franz. He didn't do too bad, though, because Azrael kind of turns off his brain, but you did pretty good.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, there's always Street Fighter. Get some practice in, you actually do some stuff.
Please select your character.
I don't play this game.
He actually does play this game, he just doesn't want to admit it.
Epidemic, where is Boros?
Oh, there he is.
Help me find the house?
No, I don't have. I have no idea where he is. I think Alex took him.
It's in your face. I got the joke. I was going to say not that.
Pretty sure Alex took him.
Oh, dude, he was with me all the time because of Boros never leaves.
Alright, so next up we have two random people. Danny!
Wait, is that it for losers?
Franz. Wait, who's up next? Wait, so who's up next right now? It's going to be Ecchi versus Franz. Okay. So we're going to have Hakumen versus Kokonoe. And this is a pretty silly matchup because if Hakumen gets any decent hits on Kokonoe, then those voids are going to be everywhere. But Kokonoe has some very good options for getting in really close anyways.
Please select your character.
So let's see how this goes. I'll mess with the button settings. Because, you know, every match needs at least 5 button checks. And goes for the volley version of herself. Is it just me or does she look like she have a giant dick? Is it just me? Am I alone here? Kokonoe has like that giant belt dick. Look at it, it's right there.
Yeah.
She's a giant belt dick. It's not just me, right? That's a giant belt dick? Yeah, okay, whatever. Just making sure. The bell's on the wrong side, but she has a giant belt dick. So it's going to be Kokonoe versus Hakumen. Kokonoe is like basically the most tsundere person you'll ever meet in your entire life, and Hakumen has no personality whatsoever. Which is rather surprising because Jin has way too much personality, and that's what he turns into. So, let's see how this goes. We're going to have probably some setup happening from Kokonoe, jump back. Actually, yeah, quite a bit of setup happening. Going for jam session, but this is the wrong game, so that has enough continuation from it. Hakumen trying to take some stamina here and gets hit by the jam session. That does a lot of damage. Goes for the ice, but misses it, going the wrong direction. Fighting in the wrong direction is actually OP in most games, but not in this one. Pulls a scooter out of her nether realm and basically misses it. He's stuck in the gravity, pulls him out of it, and tries to go for a combo. Finally hits the tail end of it. Hakumen taking quite a bit of damage, going into the corner. Kokonoe trying to do some hammer damage. Goes for a counter, whiffs it, gets punished really hard. Goes for the fireball, hits him with the gravity, keeps him going, and basically just trying to continue this combo as long as he can. Hakumen at very low damage. Back to the corner. He's going to try and get out. He does get out, but how much health can he actually stay with? Kokonoe going to basically just sit back and say, you have to come to me to do things. And then he's just going to do the giant fireball of death. So, yeah, that's pretty much game one. Kokonoe just keeping him out with her lollipop of doom and her snacks and her giant belt dick. That thing weirds me out. That thing is too big. It's like a giant flaccid porcelain. Anyways. Goes for ice, fighting in the wrong direction. Hakumen dealt a lot of damage this round already. Jam session once again. Goes for a wrench combo, keeps him going in, goes for the ice, gets the ice. Quite a bit of damage with follow. And round 2 is going to go to Hakumen.
Rebel 3, action!
Early backseat from Hakumen. I think he started the match pretty much every single time with that, more or less. Kokonoe going to try and bring him in and then hit him with some gravity because why not? It's technically only a theory, but the law of this universe is fuck theories, only damage. Gonna push him away into the far up top corner and go in for another combo. Gets into a full combo, 5 hits, does an American reset, keeps on pushing him back into that corner, tries to go for a fireball, drops it, and both things go away. He's gonna pull back to that area, and he kind of actually doesn't mind the position. Pushes Kokonoe into the corner, puts himself in the Kokonoe. So Kokonoe is now gonna keep him in that area, and just kind of keep on, keeping that area. He gets himself out though, goes for mid-screen, and now we're just gonna punch it. See if Kokonoe can push him into the corner. Hi, what's up?
I like your head.
So yeah, Kokonoe just keep him out. Doing a lot of...
To be defeated like this.
Okay. What? Oh, I thought you were staring at me. I heard words come out. I was like, what happened? My name's Chewy. Pleasure to meet you.
Please select your character.
Also known as White Yipes. Alright, so anyways, we're gonna have, that went to Hakumen or Kokonoe? Kokonoe, right? Yeah. So that's gonna be 1-0 in Kokonoe's favor.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel.
Is that supposed to be a leash?
Action.
Whatever, moving on. Actually doesn't start with backseat this time, figuring it doesn't quite work out very well. Does a town forward seat though. Hits him with it quite hard. Kokonoe just all over the place, lots of wrenches, lots of hammers, lots of drills. Get away from me, she says, and he's like, no, you get away from me. Counters her completely. Misses the grab, completely tagged. Puts herself in the corner, but comboing out of it, so it doesn't really matter that much. Gets a wall bounce, keeps him in that one spot. Doesn't actually do a little fireball setup, just does a completely different setup. Wants to keep him exactly where he is, though. Doing a lot of damage, really fast. Jam session, come on, bro, you should know better than that by now. Dante is kind of broken, I don't know if you know that, in certain aspects at least. Does a rapid cancel, doesn't get much out of it though. Fireball went into the universe, never actually came back. Here the fireball is, she doesn't actually cancel it into a void with a sword, just kind of runs into it face first, because that's the best way to get rid of projectiles. The only way to really get rid of projectiles is just take them in the face, I guess. Do a back C, actually connects it, and connects the second one, goes for a burst, I'm not really sure why, and just runs in and jabs, because, I mean, he was at almost no health.
Within expectation.
So round 1 goes to Kokonoe. Alright, next up we have Stomp in the Yard. Kokonoe just doing basic setups here, trying to keep him out, keeping the law where she wants it. Does a bit of damage, gets that 9-hit combo in, does a reset. Puts him in the corner completely, and just when you think he was safe, he's really not. Does 756 damage with 3 hits, which is almost nothing. Kokonoe does very little damage, but does a lot of overall pressure and damage at the same time. She's very controlling. She's the type of girlfriend that you don't want. Gets yourself put in the corner. Hakumen finally has a chance at the pressure and misses out on the pressure. He turned the water ball the wrong way, and he's going to stay in the exact same position. It doesn't block any direction, so he's going to take a lot of hits just from gravity, basically. Giant fireball going everywhere. Doesn't do much though. Kept himself in the corner. Jam session on the ground. Perfectly set up with some gravity. You're going to have to get there eventually, but he's like, no, I got counters and shit. I don't need to go anywhere. So yeah, he's going to keep him in the same position. Both trying to find some space here, trying to do some neutral gaming. Kokonoe finally going to go in, going to take a bunch of dicks. Wow. Drops the combo. Hakumen getting some damage, gets a wall bounce, does some more damage, and he actually gets the round with a jumping down forward C. That is rather unfortunate for Kokonoe. We're going to round 3 now. Does a back C because, I mean, it's his favorite move and apparently the best move Hakumen has according to every single Hakumen player. Does a charge back C, doesn't get much out of it. Good blocks though. Kokonoe's going to say, no, this is my game, and doesn't fireball, but that was awesome actually. I'm rather impressed by that. Does a very quick combo. Trying to keep Hakumen away now. Drops a jam session, and he's going to get connected by it again. Jam session is basically one of the best moves in MVC3, and apparently one of the best moves, excuse me, in Boss 2 also. So yeah, I guess creators really like MVC3. Both trying to keep some spacing out, but Kokonoe jumps over his head and says, I'm just going to get some pressure in myself. Does the push into the full, misses the follow-up for it. Jabs into the full combo, and that's going to be it. That's 2-0 Kokonoe's favor.
Suit yourself.
Next up we have Danny. Danny, Eki 1.
Please select your character.
Eki 1. So we're basically just waiting for the next matchup to happen. I'm actually not sure what happens.
Okay, fuck that. Then it's Bryant versus Etchy.
Bryant versus Etchy. Where's Bryant? I know he's around here somewhere. There he is. Oh, little platinum player going getting some good work.
Can I play him?
No, it's going to be him versus Etchy. So it's going to be Kokonoe versus Platinum. This is going to be kind of interesting and boring all at the exact same time because Platinum's being played. And she's going to want to love on Kokonoe. Kokonoe is so tsundere that she doesn't want to admit that she wants to love back. So we're going to see what happens here. I'm going to seal this. I would very much so like to see it. It is time to see it. Thank you. Alright. Oh! So, like I said, we're going to have some Platinum versus Kokonoe action up in here. Platinum's only been playing for so long, and Kokonoe has basically watched every single video there is on her 4 times with his eye closed, and can do them with 3 hands behind his back. So we'll see how this works out. But once again, hard to figure out everything because love triumphs all. So we'll see how this works out. Gonna start off with a bat. So gets hit by the push away gravity into a combo. Both of them actually coming out. Very interesting. Setting up jam session. You should know what jam session is. You're an NBC player. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of very interesting play coming out from both people. Tries to set up the fireball, but gets hit by Love. Because Love once again triumphs all. Doesn't really burst to try and get out of combos and tries to keep him in the corner. But they're both basically just jumping in and out of the corner, just playing hopscotch. Kokonoe does some very quick early damage. I guess it's not even early that more. Just setting up jam session, gonna set up a fireball, and sets up a trap for later on. She wants him to stay right there where he is, and And yeah, gonna burst out of what he was doing too. Cat bomb's coming out, goes on her segue, misses the opportunity to kind of really do some kicks there. A lot of good blocks happening. Does a gigantic fireball, and that's just gonna deal a lot of damage. Does the grab, and that's gonna finish off round 1. Round 1 goes to Kokonoe.
Within expectation.
The cat princess.
Rebel 2.
It's so pretty. She also has a leash on her vagina. So next up we're going to have some cat bombs. He's just going ham at this point, wanting to keep him away as much as possible, but basically saying fuck that, going in as hard as he can afterwards. Going to do some cat hammering here. His basic plan is going to be denied by Kokonoe. He's just going to grab him out of it and continue into more combos. That fireball doing a lot of damage, trying to keep him exactly where he wants. He's got one cat hammer left. Let's see what he can do with it. Gonna get hit again by the reverse gravity. That thing is quite good. There's the final cat hammer, pushing him into the corner. Doing a lot of love here, and once again, love triumph solved because it is Platinum. Platinum kind of dashing everywhere. Gonna throw off that hammer. Doesn't like hammer for some reason. Gonna go into cat missiles. But Kokonoe misses the follow-up from the grab. Gonna try and do some cat missiles, try and keep it up. Does hammer, but misses the opportunity to it. There we go. Now we have actual damage coming out, but actually misses the continuation of it. Kokonoe once again missing that combo, but still getting an American reset and just finishing it off.
Wasted enough of my time already.
Slides off on her segue back to fix Tager, who's apparently taking quite a bit of damage.
Please select your character.
Some technical difficulties leading into the next round. And it's going to be, once again, Kokonoe versus Platinum.
Please
It's going to
select
be
your
Etchy
character.
versus likes a lot of tiny girls. Bryant.
Trinity.
What's your gamer tag?
Kokonoe.
Go for night, go for love. That's what I use.
Lolly Love. I love it. Lolly Lover.
Yeah, okay, go for love.
Lolly Gopher.
Hold up. I'm saving. The wheel of fate is turning.
This controller's like
Rebel 1. Action.
We're having quite a bit of technical difficulties at this point. No one can really figure out which controller they want to use. Let's see. I'll play Street Fighter. It's cool. I'll play.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You and Tim. There's 4 modes.
All right, Rakak, Danny.
One's just on batteries, and the other one like so
Okay, who am I commentating?
There, you can have it back.
Please.
Edgy, you won your set, or is this the next round of that set?
No, this is the next one.
Alright, what's the score?
Platinum the Trinity.
Okay. Alright, so Kokonoe. Yeah, for this tournament, we didn't really establish any ground rules on whether Kokonoe was banned or not, so we're just gonna let it rock, I guess. And that, and Echeverry hasn't really been here to level up with all of the rest of the players, so we're just gonna give him a break.
Magical girl, pretty Luna!
Please don't waste my time.
Alright, so Kokonoe versus Platinum.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Platinum filling in for the chosen one, Alejandro here. Alright, item charges. And Platinum can random. Oh man, no button check. Are you blaming the button check on the loss of the last round? Ah, that's
Please
crazy.
select your character.
Goes to show how much you don't need a certain button.
That's true, because I played games with Bison and not realize my jab doesn't work because you don't need jab with Bison, just kicks.
Kokonoe.
Set the button settings that, yeah, okay. Alright, so we're ready to go?
Magical girl.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Alright, let's start this off right.
Action.
And item charges. random item zoning from Platinum. She always has something in her bag of tricks. But early burst from Kokonoe. And Heart Bomb, just random. Yeah. Alright, and he's gonna get a blue beat, but still get that combo off. More Heart Bomb combos in the corner, and he already willed her life down very fast. But Kokonoe's got these magnets. I don't know if they're magnets or what, but screen controlling perhaps. Okay, gravity controls, that's what I should call them. Alright, and cat missiles for the win.
Rebel 2.
Round 2.
Action.
Item charge from Platinum. Go back up. Alright, and Echeverry gets the light